Hello, everyone. NB Geek, NB Grandpa Geek. Um, this is just impromptu live. I've been debating on doing this one. This is going to be a fucking rant, and this rant is at actor Dean Norris from Breaking Bad, the acclaimed show that I absolutely found boring as fuck. But either way, that's neither here nor there. I know a lot of people liked it. Dean Norris takes Twitter on Wednesday, so this happened over the week. I know some of you have probably heard about this and been on bigger channels that have talked about it. Wednesday to blast people complaining about rising gas prices. You're not getting robbed at the pump, Norris wrote. You're paying a fair market price for a commodity if you love capitalism. So shut the fuck up. Okay. Dean, you shut the fuck up. You're worth $5 million fucking dollars, according to net worth. Okay? You're not the person anybody wants to hear about how bad the gas prices are affecting them. You know who they'd rather hear from? I'll give you a perfect example. A friend of mine in South Carolina named Jeff. You know what he does for a living? He's a landscaper. He mows and trims and does lawns for a living. So guess what? He has a truck. He has a trailer. Truck runs on gas or diesel. I think no, that his was a regular gas powered truck, not a diesel. His lawnmower works on gas. His weed whackers, edge trimmers, all run on fucking gas. So all those prices are doubled now. How much do you think he's now got to increase his prices? When he did my house, he charged $45. I'm actually wanting to call him and say, hey, just out of theory, what are you charging now for this stuff? Because I know prices are fucked. Because I guarantee you he's had to raise rates. Because he's got to go get gas. Now, who else should you be talking to? Maybe a plumber. Maybe find out, realize, hey, equipment's costing more. That independent plumber, what do? They go out, they got to drive to places. They don't just go to work, stay there, and that's their one place for the whole time. They got to go right here, go there, go there. UPS has to do that. Fucking UPS has to do it. FedEx has to do it. What's that other one? DHL on them. All those things run on fuel. So, the more this stuff goes up, let's take truckers, for example. How much higher can diesel get before we start hearing about trucker layoffs? Do you know what that means when truckers get laid off? It means you have less trucks going out, which means you have less shit getting to the stores, and we already have a supply chain problem thanks to this fucking fuck up here. You know who I'm talking about. And all this is not fair market, okay? This is not fair market. Obviously, by the way, how do you know anything about a fair market wage? I took a microeconomics class. That doesn't make me a goddamn expert. You're a fucking actor. As far as I know, you don't even have a goddamn degree. If you do, great. So what? I got a fucking degree in computers. Doesn't mean I know what the fair market value is. The ignorance of, I don't even know what you should call it, ignorance, or just the sheer loathing of the rest of us who actually have to make it. And trust me, I'm in the higher end of the middle class income. I am very well off. I make a really damn good living. I got a real nice bump in a couple of areas, but guess what? That all got fucking wiped out. All the bumps I got in the money I make is gone. It's wiped out completely. I'm actually spending more now. Well, you're spending more because you got more income. No, I'm spending more because, okay, I got, say, a $200 raise. Well, when my gas went from $65 to fill up my tank to $120 to fill up a tank, kind of makes it so there's $80 left. So what do I do with that $80 of profit I just gained? Well, let's see. Beef went up. Turkey went up. Poultry went up. Produce went up. Milk went up, steel went up. Talk about these people like the ones who have to go, the farmers out here, where I live. All these fucking farmers are planting their stuff. They've already got it planted. They're already out there. They got to rent this equipment. They're going to pay for the gas to go in it because, no, they don't all fucking own every piece of equipment you see out on a field, farmer's field. They can't afford that. So they're paying more to put the products down. They're paying more to plant the crops. It's going to cost more to get those crops cut, processed, shipped. All that's going to cost more, and yes, you are going to pay for it. Because those people have to live too. I'm so sick of hearing about how much profits the oil companies make. The oil companies make money all over the goddamn world. Okay? So I don't fucking hear it about that. And I don't want to hear any excuses about this is Putin's fault. We've been here in Russia for 6 fucking years. Nobody's buying it. Nobody cares. Nobody is going to... We can't do anything about Russia. At least not the everyday rank and file people like us. We can't do anything about them. No, we can do. We can look at the people who we think caused the problem. And we are. And people like this little elitist fucker on the left, it's telling us all we don't know any better. We're just stupid everyday people, need to shut the fuck up and accept the fact we're finally paying our fair share. That's what it's saying. Remember how they always say the rich need to pay their fair share? No, that what he's saying is basically all you little people need to pay your fair share, and if you can't afford it, get a better fucking job. Or buy a Tesla. Which is ironic that they say that, and now they're all pissed at Elon Musk, but that's another story for another time. So yeah, folks, that's just my rant. It's very simple. I'm more concerned about this because, hey, we lose if diesel keeps going up, you're going to probably see layoffs, and then you've got those independent truckers. Are they going to be able to afford to stay independent? Because diesel's way higher. You're not even thinking about it. Now you are considering that. You're not even giving a thought to the fact that gas comes in various different forms. There's gasoline. There's diesel. There's freaking JP8. There's what we call MoGas. Okay? It's not all one style of freaking gas just because you only see that. We have jet fuel, for God's sakes. You think our jets run on unleaded gas? I mean, seriously? I mean, we call it jet fuel. I think it was called JP8 we use for generators. You know, so we have different gas. We have different processes of different gases for different things. And if you actually look at what oil, how they do it, actually just fucking YouTube an oil refinery and what all that oil becomes. Because it doesn't just become gas. It doesn't just become the gas you see. So how about people like you, Dean Norris, stop lecturing everyday people because they're complaining about the fact that everything is costing so much more that they're literally trying to figure out what to do. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I got a Sam's Club and I'm starting to stock up because shit's just so much more expensive. I'm trying to bulk it up, do my pricing. I'm checking stuff. I'm making sure. I used to ride my tank to fucking E. Now I don't let it get past half a tank. That's how bad it is. So tell me to shut the fuck up. Hey, I've had to change my whole fucking lifestyle habits. And I don't even have that many vices. When people have to choose between gas, food, and the fact that they're, 2 years after this fucking goddamn pandemic, bullshit is now finally down. People were really planning. I know a lot of people were planning on going on vacation. I think a lot of people are probably having to cancel that shit. I'm sure a lot of people are going to go, but they're rethinking now where they were going to go. My wife and I, we pretty much mapped out where we live, pretty much looking at places within about 2.5 hour drive. 2.5 hours is about our max. How far we're willing to drive to go do something like that. Okay, I can't go I want to go to Branson, Missouri. I've always wanted to go to Branson, Missouri. Okay. Well, that'll be $240 right there for my gas just to get there because it'll take me 2 tanks. So 4 tanks total. Plus probably a 5th tank because I'll be driving around. So maybe about 4.5 tanks. So 120 times 4.5. There you go. Figure it out. That's it. Everyday people are having trouble, and it's only these stuck-up, elitist, motherfucker, rich-ass bastards who are sitting there throwing a fit about the little people talking. So, as I said, Dean Norris, like Robert De Niro, like Joey Reid and all those other ones, y'all can shut the fuck up. Might actually be refreshing for once. Anyway, I'm out, folks.